feeling pretty rough, and today could have been somewhat productive, but yesterday was productive, and I got some stuff done today. Not quite as much of what I wanted, but I'm like, my body just needs some rest, and so I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'll make it up, and it's better to get your health back than freaking run yourself ragged until you're falling to pieces. So I'm like, you know what? Practice what I preach. Another thing, I'm gonna hop off these Zen pouches. I've just been using too much of it, and in moderation, they can be handy. And then after a while, you're just like, they do absolutely nothing, and you're just addicted, and you're just an addict. And so it's like everything else, like alcoholism or whatever else it is, or weed or whatnot. And before you know, it's like, oh, I need to have so much to feel anything, and you're like, no, I'm done with that. I don't want to be on anything. Same with caffeine. It's like, that's why I try and have like 1, maybe 2 days a week without caffeine. Maybe 3. And just let my body just rest, recover. Don't be all adrenalized and jittery all the time and go, go, go. And yeah, I think it's good just to take time to rest. Like, I love my stogies, I love my cigars, but even those, like, I keep it down to, a couple days a week. I like my stimulants a lot. If anyone who knows me knows that to be true. Like, I love my stimulants. And if you ever meet people who are on the more entrepreneurial spectrum, that's how they function. They tend to be incredibly, and I mean incredibly, high energy, stimulation, stuff like that. It's rare you meet an entrepreneur type who is a more casual, low energy guy. I mean, maybe you do, but it's just in my circle at least. But again, I've been health and fitness, martial arts, all that stuff. So we all tend to be like wound up, like invigorated all the time, which is interesting. But yeah, so my kind of thought process on health and being sick, so I definitely, there's a quote. It was actually a quote. Alex Tramosi tweeted it. It was a great quote from his wife, which I strongly agree with. And this will offend some people, but I'll say it. But I think if you're watching my channel, you won't be offended. Most people are pussies. It's so true. Like, most people are pussies. Will not push themselves. Will not do anything. Like, I was all the time. I have people will talk to me, and people who, friends or people who are in the same industry as me, and they like to say, oh, it must be nice. It must be nice to be you. I'm like, no, I work my face off. Like, that's why I'm successful. I work really, really hard and diligently. That's why I have a track record of being successful, because I'm a hard worker, not because I'm lucky. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity is luck. And people don't realize, like, you don't just get successful by accident, generally speaking. It's a process, man. Some people are born into it, some people have that luxury. I wasn't. So for me, it's fucking difficult, and I've had to earn everything. I had no handouts. And I think people sometimes are like, oh, I had no handouts. But like, I legitimately had no handouts. Like, it was wild. Like, my first karate school, I ran it inside of a hotel meeting room. Lived off $1,000 a month. Like, it was nuts. Now I was living in my car for a couple months, and crashing at friends' couches or whoever let me stay with them, stuff like that. And then I upgraded to living in a hotel meeting room. Well, not meeting room. I lived in the hotel in a room. They charged me $33 a night. He gave me like this insane rate. He was like, "You're a young kid. You're 18, 19, whatever it was. Let me help you out." And so the manager gave me a room for like $33 a night. So it was So that was 33. So it was like $900 a month, roughly. I think it came, is that what it came out to? 900 a month, like just shy of 1,000 after tax. And then I upgrade to that, and I lived in a hotel for like, oh shoot, how long did I live in that hotel? I think I lived in it for, boy howdy, 4 months, 3, 4, maybe 6. I don't remember, but I lived that way and just obsessed and freaking ran my business and worked my ass off as a teenager. And I saved my money, and I used that money to, when I used that money, I had like, I think I had within 6 months, I had saved, and this was also like fully supporting myself, paying all my bills, everything paid by me, fully supporting myself, the business expenses as well. I managed to save, I think it was like $17,000, I believe it was. And I somehow managed to get this obscenely good deal on a storefront location. I got like the deal of a lifetime. And the landlord just, we hit it off, and he was like, yeah, we want you. You're a good guy. I just kind of showed the books and showed the revenue coming in. He's like, yeah, you're ready. We want you in our spot. You're a good person. We want to help you out. Like, amazingly lucky, right? But I say luck, but it's because I searched for it. I worked really hard for it. And yeah, I had some mentors to help me out. I can't take it all for myself. But, like, I really flippin' hustled for a long time. Well, not a long time, but I really, like, that was terrifying. Living out of a hotel, having my car, having like no money for a bit. Like I was stealing. I wasn't stealing. I had permission, but like I was taking from the hotel breakfast. I would stock up on muffins, and hard-boiled eggs, and peanut butter packets, and like whatever else food they had, or even like I would like grab all the sausage patties. Right? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm not dead yet. And I would put in my fridge, and those would be my meals, like the breakfast, continental breakfast, right? That was my meals for the day. I had a waffle machine that I kept on all day, and I would eat like 5 waffles a day. It was wild, man. And I was like 19, so like it didn't go anywhere. I was like 19, and it was so wild what I did. I'm not saying it to my own horn, but like, and I'm still like really type A. I have a tendency of being a little too hard on myself. And on days like today, where it's just like, I feel destroyed, I need a rest, I just remind myself, like, dude, you've overcome so much, you've worked so hard for so long, and you've always managed to find a way to make things work. Always. I've always managed to find a way to make things work. Like, I remember freaking out over, when I upgraded from paying $1,200 a month in rent for my hotel meeting room to paying $3,300 a month for a storefront location, and then you have the other expenses with the two. And I remember just freaking out, like, oh my god, how will I do this? And I just found a way. I found a way. And then I remember like freaking out because then like I never dealt with scammers before. I had all these people like trying to scam me, like, you owe this energy company like $500. If you don't pay it, we're gonna sue you, and like all this stuff. And I remember just the fear and the stress and the sleepless nights and just the exhaustion and the feelings of dread and despair and all that stuff, right? But like you persevere. And that's the human spirit, right? Is you persevere. And so now that I'm older, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna work really hard. I do, but it's like, hey, I'm sick. I know I need to get my numbers, but I also I need to rest. Like, I can get my numbers tomorrow. I'd much rather take care of myself long term. I'm gonna be okay. And it's just so powerful to realize, like, you know what? I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. And people talk about like how to get more confidence, and confidence really comes through competence. And so much of that was me faking it. So much of that was like this delusional belief I had, like, as an absolutely stupid. So I had such anxiety. I remember I freaked about money so much. Every time, so we used to manually charge the credit cards for the karate school back in the day, right? Not even sure it's legal the way we did it. But back then it was. But I'm pretty sure things have changed, consumer law besides that. But so I used to manually do the credit cards. I remember like feeling this intense anxiety every time I charged, like, will it bounce? Will it go through? Will I have money? And like freaking out over it. And I just remember the fear and, and the dread and just like the anxiety and all this stuff. And and I want to go back to my old self and just hug myself and say, hey, bud, be okay. It'll be okay. But that's the thing, like, the hardship, the lessons I learned turned me into who I am today. I feel very grateful for it. And, if you're someone and you're going through a difficult season of your life, maybe it's a health issue, maybe it is financial, maybe it's relationship, whatever it is, you're gonna be okay. If you stay on the straight and narrow, you keep that forward momentum, that forward trajectory, you're gonna be okay. And I find that so powerful, is that once you prove it to yourself that you can do it, and you prove it to yourself, like, hey, I'm reliable. I solicit like crazy to grow my business, and I still get like butterflies and feel uncomfortable when I talk to strangers to this day. It's like, you know what? Like, I've been successful doing this. I have a track record of being successful doing this. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to do my best. I know I have something amazing to give back to the world. And I find that so incredible, so encouraging, knowing that despite all the times you feel like you've been beaten down, kicked to the curb, whatever, you can get up, dust yourself off, put a big goddamn smile on your fucking face, and get back to work and make it happen. I find it so incredible. And that's why, like, I love this country so much. Like, America is just an amazing country. Like, I don't care what people say. Yes, I'm more conservative leaning, everything else, but America is an amazing country. And there's so much opportunity here for those who work for it. The problem is people don't like to work for it. That's where I come back to the quote, like, most people are pussies. I was a pussy for years. I'm still a pussy in many ways. But the trick is, like, even if you're like, hey, I'm a fucking pussy, I'm scared of everything, like, I'm gonna fucking conquer shit. I'm gonna fucking push myself. And I'm gonna do my best. Like, I can't always do the best, but I can do my best. And that's what's so amazing in life. Like, you can always do your goddamn best. I really shouldn't say I'm a Christian. I shouldn't be saying this shit. But besides that fucking shit. Like, you can always do your best no matter what. I find that so valuable. Like, today was not a good day for me. Like, I feel like absolute dog shit. I totally have, like, some kind of fucking, it's not too bad today, but like a little bit of bronchitis or like a cold. I'm like, dude, let's go fucking just chill and rest. Let's go take a goddamn fucking nap and just relax. Probably swearing someone besides that. What am I talking about? How long have you been on the live? I do have a tendency of going on tangents on occasion, but I like tangents. I find it to be interesting conversation. You have a good tangent. No, but what I was talking about is just like life is tough, but you can always overcome things. And if you feel bad, whatever. Oh, good man, good. I'm happy you're inspired. I said hopefully it's about you, but this is really me inspiring myself momentarily. As I said, I'm super fucking type A, and so it's hard for me sometimes just to like be like, dude, chill, rest, take a load off, kick your feet up, sip on a decaf tea and just like sip on some chamomile and just like enjoy the view. So back to what I was saying though, it's like when you consistently have a track record of you do hard things and you do the work, and especially when you do the work even when you don't want to do the work, like, you're gonna be successful. Like, and success is so relative, right? Like, for some people, like, I was with a friend of mine and he makes like fucking $60,000 a month and he's not happy where he's at. And I have friends of mine who are making $100,000 a month. I know guys who are making fucking $1 million a month, like crazy amounts of money, right? But I have my number where I'm happy at. I have my fucking number where I'm happy at, right? And success is so relative. For me, at this stage of my life, I'm more focused. Am I happy? Am I healthy? Am I full of life? And when I get up in the morning, am I happy to get up in the morning? Am I excited about the work in front of me? Am I excited about the life I'm living? And when the answer consistently is yes, I'm really fucking happy. And that's where I'm at now. I'm really fucking happy right now. But also that's why I say, like, recently I've been seeing a girl that I really, really like and really, really like a lot. And I just noticed, like, when you're really happy, like, that's when you meet the right people. That's when you meet the right things. That's when you meet the right friends, everything else. And, like, So like I'm all about work hard, everything else, but like work hard and do work that sets your soul on fire, as they say. And I would definitely tell people like, I mean, like be smart about the work, be smart about risks, all that mumbo jumbo. But like don't be afraid to fucking try. And just fucking like, like a great thing mentor said is like you can pretty much destroy your life until you're about 35 years old and you're still gonna be fine if you live in America. Like there's so much truth to that. Like don't do that. Like be careful with that. But like, we live, if you're in America, it's an amazing, amazing country and you can totally make it. And totally fucking make it. So don't despair. Put your big boy boots on and just go live your life and be bold. That's all I gotta say. Anyhow, so yeah, okay, sweet. It's also worked as a chance for me to really see exactly how long it takes me to get home. About 16 minutes, not bad. I'll take it. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you for being on. Love you. You're amazing, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Adios amigos. Bye bye.